here is the Texas garden in late March, and I want to take you on a tour of my new plantings of tomatoes. It's good to plant them in March so that their roots can grow and be strong. I chose a lot of small cherry tomatoes because they last the summer heat. I love the little blue window box because they don't take up a lot of space, but they provide enough root system for herbs, tomatoes, and peppers. Here is a wonderful banana pepper that produces bananas all summer long. You can hear the sound of the birds in the background enjoying the beautiful blossoms. The African marigolds add color and keep away the insects. Here is a large onion growing. I have my heirloom crookneck squash getting a good start with sunshine from the Texas sun. I plant some onions to keep away rodents in the same pot, and the pot's big enough so that the squash will have roots for it to grow, and it has a foil around the stem so the squash vine borer doesn't come and lay its eggs and kill the plant. I did that last summer and it did work nicely. Here's my oregano that I saved from covering the plants, and it's still hardy. I have tomatoes growing here even in late March. Here's cilantro, more onions. Here is a new pepper plant that I chose. It's the Pillar Peppers Sweet Yellow. So the peppers are supposed to have more of a sweet taste to them. You can see them growing. Here's a Peter Pan squash with the foil at the stem again. So I have some tomatoes mixed in, some peppers, more squash, rosemary, a strawberry plant, another squash, basil, and a sweet mint growing. My daffodils came up. I planted them in December, and they are just gorgeous. Say hello, spring daffodils. There's some more daffodils in the background there. So it's a glorious day in March, and it's time for Texas for bluebonnets to start blooming. And you see the beautiful blue petals, and it attracts bees. I have peppers in containers. I love having vibrant pink, purple geraniums. Some more tomatoes, because I make a lot of salsa. Here's a beautiful blue container with peppers, tomatoes, a whole container full of strawberries, a yellow bird cage. Pansies are still bright yellow. Here's a dill. Now I'm excited about this beautiful broccoli plant that I covered over the winter, and it is producing little tiny floral bouquets of broccoli. Isn't that just gorgeous? And it all came from this container. There's some purple kale, some yellow blossoms on the tomato plant, more onions. I'm trying something new this year. I'm trying a peanut plant. So I'm kind of curious to see if it produces peanuts. Here's my oak barrel container that I'm having tomatoes and peppers, and I did plant an eggplant seed, so hopefully that'll come up soon. There's cilantro that survived the winter. More tomatoes in containers. A beautiful kale that's growing. And the kohlrabi over there is huge. Survived the winter, and it's growing from that little tiny pot. So I hope that you enjoyed the Texas garden in March.